Hey guys, Dr. Stephanie here, and we're going to focus on working on balance and stability today. Balance and stability are super important because they help prevent falls as we get older. They also help prevent injuries and they help improve athletic and recreational ability. So you really can't function without good balance. Or you can, but you can't function as well. So I'm going to show you 5 different exercises that you can do with no equipment that will increase your balance. And these are things you can do. You can do them as a set, kind of as I'm showing you, but you can do them like when you're brushing your teeth or when you're brushing your hair, or just whenever you think about it throughout the day. Maybe you're cooking and you just want to take a second and work on your balance. The more you work on your balance, the better. And they say that good balance, if you keep working on it as you get older, it helps prevent against the effects of aging. So as you get older, balance gets worse and worse and worse. And they've done studies on this, that your balance gets worse as you get older. So if you work on it, it helps prevent falls, it helps prevent injuries, and it keeps you doing everything you want to do as you get older. So these are 5 things you can just add to your daily routine whenever you want to. So the first one we're going to do, and if you don't have super good balance at first, do this next to a wall or a counter or a couch, and use your fingertips for balance first, and then gradually work to holding on to nothing. I would still stand close to something just in case, because you don't want to lose your balance, but you can eventually, if you work on this enough, you'll be able to do it without holding on. And then you can just keep practicing so that your balance doesn't decline as you get older. So the first exercise we're going to do is called a fire hydrant. Stand on one leg. We're going to do it on both legs, but pick which leg you want to do first. You want to bend your knee slightly because you don't want to lock your knee out, and you want to make sure we're kind of working on hip strength and stability here. So for this one, bend the opposite knee, and then you're just going to bring your leg out to the side like that. So just out to the side and back, trying to maintain your balance here. Again, holding on if you need to. And you just want to do 10 or 15, or if you want to try and see how many you can do before you lose your balance, you have to put your foot down, start with that number, and then switch to the other side, bend your knee, and then count how many you can do on the other side. The goal is 10 or 15, but if you get to 10 or 15 and you feel like, oh, I could do more, just see how many you can do. But if you can only do 5, just stop at 5. And then as your balance gets better and as you work on it, you should be able to increase that number. Okay, for the next one, we are going to stand on one leg again. And for this one, you're going to keep the opposite leg straight and just bring it straight out to the side here. So just straight here. And this one, you don't want to lock out your knee, but you can keep your leg pretty straight because it's hard to bend it and keep this other one going straight out to the side. So this one's working on balance on the leg you're standing on, but also hip strength on the opposite leg. So again, the goal is 10 or 15, but go to the number you can go to before you have to put your foot down. So if that number is 2 or 3, that's okay. That's a number you can work on. Same thing on the other side. Stand. And you want to make sure you don't lean too far with your trunk there. You want to stand up and down. Put your hands on your hips if you want to, or you can hold on to a countertop or a wall, just straight out to the side, trying to stay up straight, working on balance on the leg you're standing on, hip strength on the opposite leg. All right, for the next one, exercise number 3, take one leg, bend your knee slightly on the opposite one that you're standing on, lift your knee up as high as you can lift it, and you're just going to hold it there. And I want you to time it. See how long you can hold it there. And if your knee starts to drop at all, that's when you stop. Or if you feel like you have to lose your balance and put your foot down. But time how long you can hold here. This is working on balance on this leg and hip flexor strength on this leg. So it's important for both legs. Then go on to the other side and hold here. The overall goal is 30 seconds. But if you can't do that today, that's okay. Just see what you can do and gradually work on building up that time until hopefully you get to 30 seconds. But we really want to work on that hip flexor strength too. Those muscles tend to get weak since we sit a lot. they just get shortened and weak and we don't move them. So that's important for running and walking and going up and down stairs. So that one is great for balance and hip strength. Okay, for the next one, I'm going to show you from the side. This is called a running man. So this one is a little bit more difficult. So pick one leg to stand on. You're going to move the other leg behind you and then bring it up in front of you. You can move your arms along with it. You're going to pretend like you're running, kind of lean forward, kick that leg back, and then bring the knee up. That's why it's called running man. So see how many of those you can do before you have to put your foot down. And whatever that number is, that is the number that you're aiming to beat and hopefully increase to at least 10 or 15. But you can even go above and beyond that. And then same thing on the other side. Reach back and then knee up. So back and knee up. This one is more difficult than the other exercises because you're moving. So you can do all of these exercises today. But if the first three we did were super hard, I would practice those first. And then when you're good at those three, then you can add this one in. Just see how many you can do before you have to put your foot down or you lose your balance. And then that's the number that you want to beat. Okay, number 5. This one isn't more challenging than the last one. It's just different. So stand on one leg. You're going to take your hands. And this one, I'm not going to use any equipment, but if you want to use a ball, you can use a ball, just something to hold on to. You're going to take this leg off the ground. You're going to lift your arms up overhead and then down. If you can just go here and you feel like this is hard, just go here. But if you want to try to reach down to the ground, you can. And then you're going to turn to the side and then turn to the other side. So you're challenging your balance because you're moving your upper body. So you want to see, so that counts as 1, that cross. So up, down, side to side is 1. See how many of those you can do before you have to put your foot down. It may be just 1 or 2, and that's totally okay. That shows you where your balance is at and what you can improve upon. So again, on the other leg, up, down, side to side. See how many you can do before you put your foot down. If that's 1, great. If that's 2, and even if that's 5, the goal eventually will be 10 to 15 without putting that foot down. But it may take some time to work up to that. But all of these exercises will work on your balance, they'll work on hip strength and stability, and so they'll help reduce any pain you have in your lower extremities, but they'll also just help improve balance and improve your overall how you feel and how you feel as you get older, and hopefully prevent falls and prevent other injuries as well.